Alright, so I've talked about Xbox and I've talked about PlayStation, but I have not yet talked about my favorite console maker, Nintendo. Although I'll try not to be biased. Alright. So Nintendo's future could go quite a few different ways. So far, the Switch looks to be pretty successful. In fact, people still can't find them months after launch, and the first year sales of the system are on pace to be almost what the Wii U did in its entire lifetime. So the Switch is definitely a turn in the right direction for Nintendo. But where will they go from here? That's the question. The 3DS is still getting new games, not at a huge rate, but Nintendo and their affiliates are still putting out a decent amount of games on the system, although it does appear to be slowing a little bit. And if I had to guess, I would say that they're going to continue to support the 3DS for a little while, and then probably slowly let it go. Which isn't really very disappointing to me, because I would like all my games from Nintendo to be on the Switch. But if you really like your 3DS and you haven't bought a Switch yet, then sorry. Enjoy it while it lasts, I guess. But it has been around for almost 6 years, I think. Yeah, about 6 years. So it's had its time. You can let it go. So I think the Switch will slowly take over for that. But when Nintendo goes to make another home console, I'm still torn. I think they're going to try to do some innovation, but I feel like letting the Switch idea go is kind of a shame. And if they've stopped producing handhelds, if the 3DS kind of dies off and the Switch becomes the home console and the handheld, I don't know if Nintendo could really go back to doing a home console and a handheld separately without people getting a little bit upset. So my prediction is that they'll kind of try to keep the Switch idea, but also try to do something new with it. Because I can't see Nintendo coming out with a Switch 2, but I also really can't see them going to a normal home console again because of how much people love the idea of the Switch. So I think their next system will probably come out in 2022, and it will probably be a portable and home console system, if I had to guess. But it will have some unique feature, some unique innovation. What that is, I think only Nintendo could tell you that, because trying to predict what they do is very hard. But I think whatever they do, it will probably be strange. I think there's only so much that you can do with the Switch that's fairly normal before. Well, I think there's not as much room for innovation in the Switch's design. I feel like if you just say build me a console, you can do tons of different things. But if you say build me a console and a handheld, then you're a little bit more limited. Sure, there's still room for new stuff, but you kind of have to go a little bit crazy to figure out something unique to add. So I'm not sure what they'll do, but I'm sure they'll add some type of innovation. But I think they'll still keep the handheld home console aspect of it. Wow, you made it to the end. Nice job. I can't even do that most of the time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Maybe. Maybe not. Well,